Well, back here with Rimworld, I had no choice but to start a new colony. Some people were complaining about the watermark of Bandicam, so I had to start again. I'm going to go back to the naked brutality. I like Cassandra, so that's the one who is going to tell my story. Strive to survive and commitment mode. That's what I'm choosing. I like Cassandra, so in here you generate to start generating your anarcho-capitalist planet. In my last game I had Elon Musk, but I had the Bandicam watermark, and that seemed to be annoying somewhat some viewers. So as you can see now, I have no watermark whatsoever. Here, my planet is generated. As you can see, it's huge, the dimensions of Rimworld. Excellent game made by Tynan Sylvester. I'm going to choose temperate forest. Oops, no. There is a faction close and they're going to be hostile. And it's going to get worse each 15 days, so I will go back. I do not want any kind of troubles starting the game, so let me go back and find someplace else. I like to start in the mountains and with some water, some river or whatever. Here looks good enough, so let's start. In here you create your ideology. Yes, so many problems on this planet because of damn ideologies, no? Ideological, individualist, of course, because I do consider Rimworld to be a anarcho-capitalist game. Spouse only, slavery, disapproved. You can do whatever you want with your ideology. You can customize it deeply if you want, if you have the time. And this screen here is where you can choose your colonist. Remember that you should, when you start in a game like this, naked and by yourself, you must have a character that is good with constructions and plants, at least. And I think with that you can actually survive in this anarcho-capitalist planet, talking about ANCAPs or about libertarians. I am choosing one reference here in South America of anarcho-capitalism, that is Javier MILEI. Yes. If you don't not know who Milei is, you can find tons of content of YouTube videos on the internet. You can find on TikTok, Instagram, he's everywhere. And he has a good shot even at the presidency of Argentina. I think I found my Javier MILEI. 5 for construction, 5 plants. He's a wimp, he's a night owl, and I think this guy is good enough. He has a wig. They say Javier MILEI wears a wig here in Argentina. I'm Brazilian, but I live in Argentina, so I am familiar with Javier MILEI, libertarian, anarcho-capitalist, really smart, really aggressive when he is debating, really entertaining, really fun. I usually have a bucket of popcorn wherever MILEI is debating someone. I find it extremely amusing and important. I think that guy is really important. If he gets to be president, I have the feeling, I do not know for sure, but he is probably going to be the very first anarcho-capitalist president in the world, I think. Never ever before a person that had this ideology managed to get to the presidency. At least I don't think so. But if you know someone who is even close to Javier MILEI being president, let me know. In here, the game is generating my map, so I can start to actually build my libertarian colony. It was supposed to be a minor surgery, but Milei is pretty much in a lot of trouble by yourself. There you are, Milei.
¡Viva la libertad, carajo!
Viva la libertad, carajo! Yeah, that's Milei's motto. That's what he likes to say. As you can see here, I'm by myself, naked. I have no food, no water, no clothes, no materials, nothing. And I have to start my libertarian anarcho-capitalist colony pretty much with nothing. What I'm doing here is actually looking for a good place to start to plant. As you can see, the dark green areas are good to plant, so that's where you should start near your colony. And I need some wood, so let's start my anarcho-capitalist game with Javier Milei, really entertaining character. I'm remembering the last debate he had with people on the, for the elections. He was aggressive, like Trump, was really funny, really entertaining. And there was no way to debate this guy because he's truly smart, and as he gets in some sort of trouble when he's debating, he starts to be really aggressive. I like Milei. I think he's extremely important to the Argentinian politics, and he's fresh. It's refreshing to listen to Javier Milei. As you can see here, he has a little beard, but I'm going to shave him and I'm going to give him a new wig. He needs a wig. I'm starting to build a wall, of course, so I can have some protection and a door. And here you can choose the bed, really important as well, so your characters can sleep. A shelf, a wood shelf, so I can store my important stuff for the moment. And remember that I chose a character that was good with plants and construction. As you can see here, Javier Milei is really efficient when constructing. The shelf is already made. Now he's building the door. Really interesting game made by Tynan Sylvester. I think it's a Canadian game. Had a 98% positive review on Steam. So you should get it, give it a try, see if you like it. I really recommend. The only thing is you must have lots of free time in your hands because it's really huge. It's amazing how big this game is. I've played another session. I had Elon Musk and I wasn't even close to finish Rimworld. I think your objective is to get your character actually out of this planet and back to the stars or something. That's what I'm going to try to do. Milei is already finishing the little bit I started with my libertarian planet. I'm starting already to think about my defenses. You should put traps. Remember that Milei isn't good at fighting, and by the way, he's naked, so he can get injured really easy. You shouldn't let your characters get in a fight when starting the game. It's really relaxing to me. I have trouble sleeping, so Rimworld actually helps a lot. When I cannot sleep, I start to play Rimworld and I have a lot of fun. And actually sometimes I go through the night. I'm a night owl, just like our anarcho-capitalist friend Javier Milei, probably the very next president of Argentina. Yes, Javier Milei. Well, almost 10 minutes, huh? I'm going to go back and recommend you to watch Sam Cedar and the Majority Report, because if you like libertarianism, anarcho-capitalism, you should watch Sam Cedar. He has tons of debates, really amazing, really entertaining. You should watch Sam Cedar and the Majority Report. And that's it for today.
Folks, there's more of what you've just saw where that came from. That's if you hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you. Really, thank you.